Okay, hi. Are we online? We are live. Let me just share this. Hello, 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 hello. Are there any guys who are tuned in? Let me see, let me see, let me see. Okay. Just waiting a couple more minutes for a few people to jump on, and then we'll get started, guys. Good afternoon, everybody. Just waiting for guys to tune in so that I'm not just talking to myself. Okay, everyone, I think I'm just going to get started now. I think I see at least a couple of people. I will just. Okay, good afternoon, guys. Okay, everyone, I think I'm just going to get started now. I think I see. Okay, hold on. Okay, good afternoon, guys. Okay, everyone, I think I'm just going to get started now. I think I see. Hi, everyone. I hope you can all hear me. Welcome to this live. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Trying to figure out why there's echoing. Let me just hold on. So hopefully you guys can, I've just had to switch off one of my devices because there's echoing. So I haven't done a live in such a long time, I think in almost a year. And hence, yeah, hence why there's a bit of, what is it, lagging a bit. But that being said, guys, welcome. So, yeah, sorry for the long intro. But I really hope you guys are fantastic. Happy 2022. Really excited this year. There's just a lot that has been happening over the last couple of months, last year and everything, and kind of transitioning. So I just wanted to update you guys about what's been happening. And if you have any questions, feel free to just post your questions in the, post your questions in the comments, and I'll try and respond to them once I'm done. The purpose of this live is, like I said, as you can see in the post for the live today, I was like basically just to give you guys a highlight of my year last year, and then talk about what's new this year. And then if there's again AOB Q&A, fine, I'll be able to cover that. So that being said, for those who don't know me, this is your very first time on my page. My name is Lillian Okado. Some people call me Miss Fierce, depends on where you're coming from. But just a bit of background about myself. So I literally, the purpose, of course, we're talking about today, we're going to be talking about the Forex, about Forex and my Forex business, and how we can participate and basically grow together this year in 2022. Now, just a bit of background, I got into the industry in 2018. And I learned basically from scratch how to trade, Forex, back of it. I'm a writer by profession, so I have no background in this industry whatsoever. But because of circumstances and because of where I was coming from, in terms of just life, I happened on this company that was basically teaching people about Forex. So I then decided to begin to learn. Now, the reason why I decided to learn was because I was coming from a point, a season in my life whereby I had actually interacted with this industry before, but things didn't go according to plan. Okay, and if you guys follow me on my Facebook page, I probably have written about this story on there. So I don't really want to focus so much on that. But yes, so I didn't have a very good initial experience with the Forex market or the industry. We invested some money collectively and with some friends, and we ended up losing the money. We were actually scammed. And for like years, I mean, it's now, this is 2022. So that's like what, 4 years later, we are still feeling the effects of, you know, the 2017, 2018 the mess that we got into. But then for me, what my learning from that experience was that I needed to learn about this industry myself so that I never have to go through that, and I can always as well guide other people, you know, should they also want to get involved in the industry. So, short story, I started learning in 2018, and I realized, okay, this is actually something really, really worth looking into more seriously. Obviously, like I said, from the background that was coming in, I was in debt, I was financially strained. So, and I always tell people, if you're going to start learning how to trade, you don't want to do it from a point of desperation, like you're trying to come and go, get rich quick overnight, because it's not going to happen. It's going to end up being a very painful journey. And that was the kind of journey I started with when I began learning, because I really needed to make money fast, you know, to try and begin to recover from, you know, my financial strain. But then, so anyway, so I learned, that was 2018, 2019, 2020. Then in 2020, COVID happened, right? And many of us, you know, when COVID happened, we were all forced to stay at home. And at that particular point in time, I was also in transition in my head in terms of what did I really want to do with this Forex? How did I want to literally do it? Because the way I was doing it before, I was attached to a networking company, and I think I was beginning to get like exhausted with the industry, and I just wanted to learn and trade for myself. And then I transitioned from that company, and then I began my own business in Forex last year in March, basically just educating people, new people in the industry about Forex, okay, and how to trade Forex. So since March last year, I launched Fierce Trade House. Yay! We've been 10 months in the biz, okay, just going through the startup phase of any company and any business, and so on and so forth. And it's been quite an interesting journey, because my focus with Fierce Trade House, like I said, is to educate the community at large, to educate people who, let's say, want to learn how to trade for themselves, but have never really been able to do so, or have never really known how to do so. So we have courses, okay, and the way I started in the beginning was we started with 2 classes, beginners and advanced. So the beginners class was an 8 weeks class, and that 8 weeks class basically just covering the basics of Forex up to a point in time whereby at least by the time you're done with the class, you have the general foundational knowledge to get into the market, look at a chart and begin to trade. Now, obviously, you can't learn everything about Forex in 8 weeks. Okay, so the way I'd structured the course was like begin with 8 weeks course and then do the advanced, because there are those people in the market right now who are brand new, okay, and then there are those people who have been online. Maybe they've tried learning on their own on YouTube, on Google. They've been on babypips.com, which is a really awesome resource for Forex, but they're still struggling, then they just wanted some hand holding. So hence the advanced class was for that purpose. Now, it's been interesting, okay? It's been an interesting journey for myself as well as in terms of as an educator in the industry, because you then realize, that you realize things as you go along. This was something new I was starting because a lot of people are encouraging me to begin to teach them how to trade. So when I started, I didn't have the information that I have now. So my initial classes, I think over the last 10 months, we've probably trained about let's say 40 students, a mix of beginners and advanced. Okay, so somewhere in the beginners, and then the advanced class was a 3-month course, 90 days. Okay, so I had a couple in the advanced class, and then majority were in the beginners class. So obviously that also told me where the gaps are in the market. A lot of people want to learn, and I don't even want to say gaps per se, because like I said, there are so many resources where you can go and learn about Forex. I mean, I learned from an academy and I was paying quite something back then to learn. And then I realized, after a point in time, I was still kind of stuck, like in terms of scaling in my own personal trading, and the journey of a trader. For those who are traders out there, or for those who are interested in trading, I always tell people that don't think Forex is a get rich quick scheme. Okay, it's one of the industries that can give you financial freedom and time freedom. Okay, but you have to be patient to learn. You have to be patient to learn. So even with a beginners and advanced class, especially with the beginners, even if you take 8 weeks, you're learning the basic skill set, but a lot of it, 90% of the time, is going to be up to you in terms of your mental space, your psychology. We always talk about trading psychology. So you have to keep on practicing and practicing and practicing. The eight classes are sufficient in terms of knowledge and skills and passing on skills to you, but you have to put in the work. Okay, so that's usually where the difference comes in from trader to trader, because you'll find some traders are in a rush, like I said, to get rich quick. So they try to rush the learning process and the learning curve. And let me tell you something from personal experience, you cannot escape the learning curve. Okay, you cannot shortcut your way. So that being said, that was the beginners and the advanced class. Sorry, I'm rambling a bit. Don't worry, there's a point to this. So with the advanced class, I had students or clients who had different experience. Like they had been trading, some had been trading for maybe a year plus, some maybe under maybe 6 months, others even more than a year. Okay, but the challenge being that they were stuck. Okay, they were stuck, and my job was to come and try and remove the blind spots. You see, now over those 10 months, like I said, even for me as a trader, I have really grown. Okay, and I kind of know what I want to teach people and what I think is not necessary. Because obviously in the beginning, there's so much information. And I remember for us, we were learning so many strategies at the beginning. So many strategies. If you're a trader, you probably heard about Ichimoku, moving averages, support and resistance, I don't know, Bollinger Bands and all those things. But then for me, I realized as a trader, I have a bit of a different psyche, and all those things were kind of confusing me as a trader. So I then just kept on doing my own research, and I met other mentors outside of my initial academy, whereby I paid again to learn specific things about trading, okay? So that I probably didn't pick up in my first experience with the initial academy that I started. And then that's when obviously just beefing my knowledge, I was like, now I was answering all my question marks, and I was I actually eventually had a full picture of the necessary things that, a trader needs, okay? So for starters, I will say right now, this year, okay, and yes, we had two courses, two classes, beginners and advanced. But from this year, actually from December last year, I then merged, I did away with the beginner class, okay, literally. And we just have one class. I don't call it an advanced class, it's just our Forex class, okay, Fierce Trade House Forex course, whatever you want to call it. And this class is now a 12 weeks class. So we only have one class, okay? Now, why I removed why I merged it and removed the beginners was because I have a YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel, Fierce Trade House, and we do share a lot of beginner information on that channel. So I figured that it's easier for people to just go to the YouTube channel or go to babypips.com and gather the basic information, okay, and learn from there, okay, in case, let's say, they want to learn from scratch. Now, in the current class now, I still take students from basics to intermediate to advanced in the 12 weeks, but I do not focus on everything, okay? Now, when I say everything in the industry, I talk about, all those different strategies that all traders, especially who get to learn from them by themselves, go through, like I said, learning about indicators and all those things. I literally just focus on price action, market structure, okay, and institutional trading. So yes, you can learn all those things again online, but guys, I have packaged this course, okay, in such a way that it's a 12 weeks course. By the time you're done with the 12 weeks, okay, you have learned the important things. The fluff is gone, okay? You've learned the important things that can literally help you, okay, trade profitably. And I'm saying that with a lot of confidence right now. So if you're interested, so obviously I just wanted to tell you guys that if you're anyone out there who's looking to learn how to trade Forex, okay, you have no information, this 12 weeks course will give you all the knowledge and skills that you require, okay, to literally what is enough for you to trade, okay? And like I said, focusing on price action, trading, understanding market structure, and institutional, basically institutional trading and so on and so forth. So that being said, our class, we already have a class of about 6 students, okay? So we have, our classes are every evening, or rather once a week during the 12 weeks season, once a week, okay, for 12 weeks, every evening from 7 p.m. Kenyan time, okay, that's GMT +3. So in case there's somebody outside Kenya, we will have a solution for you guys if your time zone is really different in the near future, okay? But right now, I mean, that's once we sort a couple of things that we're still working on. But for those who can tune in during our GMT +3 time zone, our class is once a week, every week at 7 p.m., okay? And every week thereafter, after the class, you will get your assignments. Once you're part of the community, you'll also be part of our online Discord community, which will be a closed group just for the people who are in the class. Because, like I said, I much prefer to take through people one-on-one, kind of. It's a group class. It's a group class, However, it's more interactive, okay, because the classes are small. Okay, so if you want more information on that, please just DM, go to the, that button that says message on the my page. I'm sure you can see it. DM, and you'll go directly to our WhatsApp communication and all that, or just send me an inbox, and I'll be able to answer your questions. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how much does it cost? Now, our class, the 12 weeks class is $550, okay? But we have a New Year's January discount of $100. So it's right now the price to take the class is $450. Now, I know there are people who are listening to this, okay, and probably thinking, why am I paying that amount of money? I can learn this on my own. I can go on YouTube. I do agree with you. You can actually learn this on your own, okay? And you can go through a number of years trying to figure it out, okay? And that's okay, because some of us from 2018, we were going through the motions, trying to learn, paying to learn, sometimes just doing our own things, losing our heads, losing money. If I talk about the amount of money I have lost in this industry, forget about the scam that we were in, where we lost over $200,000, but just trading, trying to figure out, it's a lot, so there's that journey of a trader. So it's really up to you to decide and say, you want to take your own journey, and however long it takes you, join whatever groups that are free, giving you free information, that's all good, okay? Or you can decide to join up with the Fierce Traders and myself, okay? And I will take you through the 12 weeks, okay? And you will have lifetime access to me in terms of mentorship. I'll be able to guide you and walk with you on your journey, okay? So that's what you're really trying to make a decision about, okay? Like I said, initially I tell people, go to Baby Pips if you want to learn, go online on YouTube, so many resources. But if you want a structured class that is focused and removes a lot of the noise that is in the industry in terms of knowledge, then this is your class for you, okay? Now, that being said, so that's one thing that I wanted to update you guys on, that we did have 2 classes. Now we only have 1 class. And because I'm very excited about it, guys, because you know how you have gone through a journey yourself, and then you get to the point where there's a light bulb. So for me, I got my light bulb moment with this industry, and now I just want to teach about it. Like, that's basically it, okay? Amongst other things that I do, this is one of the things. So that's our Forex class. So if you're interested, DM, click on the message button. You'll probably get to our WhatsApp number. If not, you can DM directly. Messages will be able to respond, give you information. We also have a Telegram group. I will share the link of the Telegram group. You can join the Telegram group and then ask more questions about the course there. We also have a Discord community group, and I will just show you those pages, whereby you'll also be a part of that. So there's going to be a lot of support once you're on board as one of our students learning how to trade, okay? So I hope that's exciting. That's update number 1 from us. Update number 2, something else that we started with in March, when I launched our Fierce Forex courses, was our signals service, okay? Now, the signal service has been a very interesting service that we offer. Now, when I started it out, actually, it was on the suggestion of a lot of other people who know me from my previous interactions with them in Forex. And, I used to have a channel where a free channel, it's actually been there since May of 2019, where I would just share free signals with people, and we'd make merry, guys make money. If you lose, you lose, things like that. Like it was just like a fun place whereby I would just share my signals with everybody and anybody. But then at some point, obviously, when you're not really, when you're just doing it for fun, sometimes you don't necessarily put in that extra effort. You're not, one day you'll post, another day you won't post, etc. So some people are like, Lillian, why don't you just give us a service, we pay you, and at least it's consistent. So I really struggled with that. I really didn't want to have a signal service, let me be honest. But then I bowed to pressure, also because I was transitioning from my previous company where I was doing whatever I was doing. And then I said, okay, fine, let me see how this goes. So for me, it was more like, this is an experiment to see how this signal service is going to go. So my focus, one, is education. And then the second was, okay, let me give this as an add-on service for those people who already know how to trade, don't have the time to analyze the market, but I have the time because I do this almost full time. And then I will try to give them quality signals that they can take and make money off of. So that was a quick brainer, no brainer. I did that. I started the services, and we had our 3 packages: basic, standard, and premium. And it started really, really well. Okay, really, really well. We had over, I think, let's say almost 60 customers in the beginning, and so on and so forth. And then obviously the challenges began to set in. Okay, and this is just for transparency, whereby I don't know how to explain this, but sometimes you realize that when you're giving signals, there's a lot of responsibility behind it, and you want your people to win, you want your clients to win, you want them to make money, right? Now, if they're not making money, or if you don't know whether they're making money or not, it becomes a bit of a challenge because you're not sure if you're adding value or you're not adding value. So my biggest challenge with the signals service was I really didn't know whether we were adding value or not. Yes, I can give you, we have statistics from March every week, okay, weekly statistics and monthly statistics for the last 10 months about our success rate. And I have been posting them on my different groups, Telegram, Discord, and obviously Facebook here. And just telling people, this was our summary for this week. We did 70%, did 80% average win, and so on and so on. And it's really been good, yeah. But you see, there's a difference between having success with the signals in terms of trades, people jump into trades, and I mean, not even people jump into trades, the trades go according to plan. Now, there's a difference between that and people actually taking the trades and making money off of them. So I can give a signal that is viable, that is good, that is profitable, that it goes, that just plays out the way as per my analysis. But if somebody jumps into the trade late, or if somebody doesn't have the discipline, they're still a new trader, or they're still a struggling trader, and they don't know when to jump in or jump out of a trade, or when a trade reverses on them, there are some things I personally, as a person giving the signals, cannot control. Even if I tell you, jump out of a trade, I'm not with you. I don't own your phone. I don't have it. I can't stop the trade. I can't physically tell you, get into this at this point in time. So those challenges of supporting the clients in the signals community, and I personally felt like a bit confused on whether I was adding value. Like, guys, if you know me, yes, I don't want to say that it's not about the money, but I don't want to take people's money if it's not making sense, not just to them, but to me. So over the couple of months, I would, try and figure out and ask, different clients, how are you doing? Are the signals okay? But then you'd also hear feedback like, yes, your signals are awesome. However, I entered a trade on my own and I blew my account. So this is somebody who has paid for the signals, but for whatever reason, either they were late, and then they got caught up and decided to jump in late, or they just decided to enter again and, on their own, trade has already moved, but they're now entering, and then the trade reverses and they lose money. So I realized my control over that process was very limited, especially because I, even as I kept on asking for feedback, I wasn't really getting the feedback. Like, very few people would come back and tell me ABCD. And I remember we did a survey, and majority of the results from the survey, I think, let's say over 60% of the people were satisfied with the surveys and they were happy. But many people were not as happy because they were not making money. Why? Not because of the signals, but because, one, they didn't know when to enter the market. I share a signal and say, buy now, buy limit, etc. And then other people are coming from different knowledge levels. People are beginners, have just started and they've subscribed to a signal service. So they're still getting to terms with the emotions of trading and so on and so forth. So you find that for me as the provider, it was very, very frustrating. But what I want to share is that our signal service did very well. And I just want to show you guys, let me just share my screen so that you guys can see what I mean by that. Let me go to, I think I'll just open the Discord group. So I hope you guys can see this group. Let me just confirm that you guys can see my Discord group. And so let's see. I don't know, can you guys see my Discord group? So let me just share that now. So I think you can see this. So this is my channel on Discord, okay? And I have another channel on Telegram. So let me just hold on, guys. I want to open the Telegram group so that you guys can actually see what we were doing on Telegram. Hopefully my laptop will not take forever. Okay, as that is happening, because sometimes this Chrome takes forever to like open up. Let's see, Telegram. So so I'm assuming now you can see my channel. Sorry, you can see my screen. Okay, what is this? Sorry. I don't know why it's gone to some other page. So I'm opening my Telegram page so that you guys can see our Telegram group, because I just opened the Discord group just, I think, 2 months before the year ended. So it's not very active, but the Telegram group itself, the Signals group, at least we've been open, I mean, since the beginning of the year and beyond. And so just hold on. So this is our alerts group, okay, Fierce Trade House alerts. This is where I've been posting all the alerts, and we've just scrubbed the group because it's a new year. So and you'll understand why. I won't say that right now, I'll say it later on. So this is it. Now this is our Telegram group, okay? Just give it a few, guys. And this is basically how I've been sharing signals, okay? So anyone who's in my signals group would probably be able to jump in. And you can see, like, for example, this was December 7th, the New York session. Okay, so let's look at from London session. So this is like, okay, typically this is how I would share the signal. So this is the group. I would give, you know, like a whatever order, buy order, buy limit, whatever, and I give you the parameters, okay? And then after, so a couple of trades, maybe in a day between the London and the New York session, possibly around maybe 5 to 8 trades in a day. Okay, so that's quite a lot. So you don't need to take all of them. You can just pick one and run with it. Now, at the end of every session, I would do an analysis of like which trades won, which ones hit stop loss. So please note that I always give stop loss. As you can see, for example, this trade here, EP entry price, etc. Then SL, you can see is here. SL is stop loss. So in this case, it was four pips. So I usually, it's like I spoon feed you. I tell you, get in here, take your 10 pips or whatever amount of pips you want, put your stop loss here and so on and so forth. Then at the end of the session, I will let you guys know, I will update you and tell you which trades won, which ones hit stop loss, okay? So I've been doing this since March, okay? This is December, but since March. So you can see here, for example, that day, during the London session, we had some wins, we had 4 losses, okay? And these are 6 minus 6, 6 minus 5, etc. And then of course, like GJ, which is GBP, JPY, was 67 pips. Now, for those who are brand new right now and don't know what all this is, don't worry, I'm just giving you a scenario of how my signals group is or has been, okay? And I just give guidance. If you know, trades have played out, I'll share my screens, my charts as well, and show people what's happening, show you the trades of the day, and so on and so forth. So that's my signals group. Okay, and I've been doing this since March. And then we have our interactive community, which is here, okay? This is our interactive community. It's a bit quiet. It's quieter than usual, you know, but I do update people here a lot about, you know, stuff, basic stuff, you know, post stuff about my YouTube channel in here and so on and so forth. So even today now I gave people a summary of the December statistics because I realized I hadn't done that for last year. And we can see, you know, like, you know, I just gave like the first week of December, we hit like 92% win. So a lot of the trades went really, really well, as you can see, and so on. So I usually give summaries. So generally, we have done really, really well, okay? Like really well with our signals group, really well. You can see in March, we averaged 79%, in April, 88%, May 84, June 89, July 86.72, August 87, September 92.92, October 92, November 87.74, then December we averaged 91.48. And in total, in the last 10 months, we've done 88% average win. Like out of all the trades that I call in my signals group, we do get losses, but on the whole, we are winning. Okay, so obviously, you don't take all the trades. So if you're actually trading, your win rate may be lower. It may maybe be 60%, which is still okay. But with these specific signals, at least, you know, 80% of the time, they are valid, okay? So like I commented here and I told guys, it's been 10 months of consistency. Now, this is all well and good. And yes, so here's my Discord group and I shared the same as well. Discord, I'm trying to do something else with Discord and we'll keep updating you guys on how that's gonna be. But yes, this is the Discord group and I shared the same as well. Now, the thing is, remember what I've given you in terms of the backstory of why I started the signals group. And now I've told you how it's been going. And I've also explained to you the challenges I have been facing. Okay, the challenges I've been facing is I do not know if people are gaining value, and that's challenge number one. And because I can't no, that means I can't track your success and I can't help you succeed. It's like me giving you a pill, but I don't know if you're taking the pill or not. And I don't know if you're taking the pill the correct way. If you're supposed to take the pill 3 times a day and you're taking it once a day, and I don't know, then I can't help you and you're not going to get better. You understand? So that has been my frustration with the signals group. Okay. And on top of that, okay, so knowing that I have classes every week that I've been offering people for the last 10 months in terms of education, and then I have the signals group. We give signals, London session and New York session, okay? And then I have to keep my eyes on the charts to just update and say, okay, yes, we hit TP, yes, we hit stop loss. Then I have to update. So there's been a lot, and slowly over time, I realized that my own personal trading was taking a backseat because I'm literally focused on the people, which is excellent, okay? But where I am right now with the knowledge that I have in trading, this year, I want to focus on results, not just my own, but other people, and mostly my own, okay? And what that means is that we are not going to have the signals service as it is right now. And as you can see, we only have about 15 subscribers in the signals group. These are the ones who are currently, they had probably taken a package of 6 months. So I decided I will finish off with them, okay, privately, but I am not taking any new clients on the signals group for the reasons that I have provided. If I don't see value, guys, I'm not going to keep on doing something just because it's a service. Secondly, too many people who didn't know how to trade or are not good at trading, are not educated at trading, were taking my signals and losing money. That is really bad reflection on our end. And I do not want to encourage people to become signal takers. It was a good idea in the beginning, but right now I want to teach you guys what I know about looking at a chart, looking and analyzing, getting into the market, getting into a clear trade, making your own money independently, okay? Now, so that being said, I am not taking any more signal clients in the new year. A lot of people this year, funny enough, so coincidentally, December, a lot of people were asking me about the signals. I had taken a break a week before Christmas, just from the market. And, I kept on getting a lot of people asking about the signals. And I told them I'd update them. So this is the official update. I am not offering signals anymore. However, anybody who takes my class, okay, the 12 weeks course that I just talked about earlier, literally, I will be sharing with you guys my trade ideas in that group, okay? So not in the sense of the way I'm doing it here, but it'll be more useful on your end because I'll be able to tell you this is what I'm looking at for, let's say, US 30. This is how the market structure, maybe we are seeing a break of structure, maybe we are seeing the trend on the higher time frame, maybe we are seeing a supply and demand zone. So those are the things I want to focus on, so that by the time somebody is done with the course, they can provide their own signals. Does that make sense, guys? So we still have our interaction group that is here. I will still freely share trade ideas in there, okay? Occasionally, at least every week, I'll drop a trade in there. So that's going to be a going concern, but I'm not going to have a paid signals group. Also, because like I said, I also want to focus on my trading this year. I've spent a lot of time learning myself, improving my game, my edge, etc, etc. And I just want to focus on that because it's going to add more value to me, and it'll help me help more people learn the skill. My focus is education. So I hope that's clear, guys. No more signals from the Fierce Trade House. Depending on how you take that, that could be yay or nay. I want to do this professionally, and I want to turn people into professional traders. So I want to focus on education. Okay, so that's that. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is I think that's it for today. Actually, I don't have anything else. I had written down my notes so that I could remember what I wanted to share. Oh yes, now something else for those who are a bit disappointed and thinking, oh, there's no beginners class. Don't worry. If you take the class, the beginners content will be in it. Secondly, our YouTube channel. Okay, so we have a YouTube channel, right? And that YouTube channel is here. Okay, so I'll just go on YouTube and be like, let's check out Fierce Trade House.
Hi guys, big news. I've just launched the Lifestyle Trader Challenge 2022. What is the Lifestyle Trader Challenge?
Okay, just hold on. As I try to change this. The thing when you open all these different
live training, how to become.
Sorry guys, when I opened all my screen stopped. I mean my whatever becomes slow when I open multiple screens. So also because I'm live streaming this, my laptop is a bit slow. So let me just go and open the page directly so that you guys can see. So that for those who are, maybe are like, okay, I want to take your course, but I don't want to pay, it's fine. Okay. Our channel, Fierce Trade House, is going to have sufficient information, at least take care of the basics in Forex and crypto, because I usually talk about Forex and crypto currency on my channel. So I'm trying to share this. Sorry, guys. I was trying to avoid. So this is it, guys. Okay. Every week I do a weekly analysis. Okay, and there are many people who watch my videos and have given me feedback about my weekly analysis videos, and are like, they're on point, they're really helpful. Thank you for sharing. So please subscribe to our Fierce Trade House YouTube channel. I will be posting a lot of valuable free content. Okay, it may not be structured as it will be structured in our courses, obviously in our class, in my class, but at least you have sufficient basics information. So this is it, and I will arrange the playlists as well in a way that if you are a beginner, you have a Forex 101 class here, videos. If you are into cryptocurrency, there's a playlist for that, and so on and so forth. Okay, guys. So for those who are like, I don't want to pay $550 or $450 for your class, I totally understand. Okay, you can go this long route. I'll be giving value on this channel still, so don't worry about that. I'm actually going to do my weekly analysis shortly after this live for this week, because the new year is here. We want to see how the market is going to go. So I'll share that and post on my YouTube. So please subscribe. Something else, I'll be throwing in other things like mentorship, free mentorship, people to just come and do one-on-ones with me. So be on the lookout for that. I'm already working with somebody, one of our YouTube subscribers, called Adhiambo, and she is now one of my free mentees per se. I don't really like to say that, but yeah, she we talked about it, and I had told guys, if you subscribe, I'll choose a lucky subscriber, and you have free one-on-one mentorship for like 3 months, whereby now. And this is for people who know how to trade. So I'm not doing this for beginners. I'm not going to teach you pips as a beginner. Pips you can learn from my channel or online resources and things like that. In the class and in the mentorship, guys, I am focusing on the things, again, that will make you money, or just basically how to enter a trade and come out with some profit. So that's it for today. I don't know if I've forgotten anything, but those are the 3 things I just wanted to share, guys, just to give you guys a highlight of 2021, how we started, how we've been doing, and then, you know, why there are some changes, why we've merged our classes, why they're no longer going to be signals. But then I will still note that I have said they're not signals, but then for those people who still had extended packages, okay, standard or premium, we will continue. So don't worry about that. We'll continue. I'll continue to support you guys, and so on. And then, of course, subscribe to YouTube. Yes, so I don't know if there are any questions for me. Let me see. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? No, there are no questions. So yeah, so hopefully this has been of value. Okay, please message me on my Facebook. Feel free to DM me. If you've always wanted to learn how to trade, please, by all means, come and use my, is it 4 years experience fighting with this market and fighting to learn myself, and save yourself the trouble of trying to just do this on your own. Come, let me take you through it. In 12 weeks, you will have everything you need to use to trade. After that, we'll just stay in continued contact, because once you're one of our students, you have lifetime access to myself. So if you ever have challenges in terms of the trading and you need me to help you look at it, we'll be able to catch up forever. Does that make sense? So yes, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I want to end this right here, and have a lovely, lovely week ahead. For the traders, your weekly analysis is coming up shortly. And I just want to wish you guys a lovely, lovely trading year. Before I go, okay, I've just remembered there's something I'm doing as well. There's a challenge I started last year called $10 to $1,000. Please feel free to keep tabs. I started a $10 account. Actually, it was a $13 account, which is about Kenyan shillings. That's about 1,300 shillings. And the goal is to grow that $13 account to $1,000 in whatever time frame. I'm not trying to flip accounts overnight, guys. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to show you guys magic. I know there are traders out there who are really good at flipping accounts, and so that's not what I'm doing. I just want to show you guys that it's possible to trade with a very small account over a period of time, compound it, and grow it, okay, to something that is actually makes sense. So please keep tabs. Again, I'll be updating the progress on that account. I think as of day 5 of trading, and this is, but when I say day 5 of trading, I mean the trading days. For those who know about Forex, there are 20 trading days in a month. And so this is the 5th trading day. On the 5th trading day, the account was at $44. Okay. And remember, I started at $13. So I'm hoping I can maybe grow it to $100 by the end of the week. We'll see, and I'll update you. If not, I'll also update you. Again, transparency. I just want to show you guys that this is doable, and you don't have to rush to be a millionaire in Forex. We talk about this quote by, there's a guy called, not a guy, a great man. We know him, Albert Einstein. He says, compound interest is the 7th wonder of the world. So if traders understand that, or if you understand that, even if you're not a trader, you know that small gains, okay, in your income compounded over a period of time can actually make you very wealthy. You do not have to be wealthy to make money, okay? You don't, I know people say you need money to make money, but in Forex, if you're patient, if you are not here to try and get rich overnight, if you do the work, if you have mentors like me guiding you, you will be fine. Okay, so keep tabs on this, guys. I'll keep you updated. And once again, thank you for tuning in, and see you soon.